So let's talk storage technology, specifically the traditional hard drives and the more modern technology in solid state drives. So what does the hard drives and solid state drives on your computers do? Well, firstly, they're a non-volatile storage means. So basically, when the power to your computer is switched off or turned off, the data that's stored on this is retained. And essentially what these drives do is store your operating system, your programs, and any other files for your computer to access, use, and store to be used at a later time. So firstly, let's talk about the hard drives. Now, this is an older technology, but it still stores large amounts of data for quite cheap. Hard drives provide reasonable access times, but the speed of data writing and retrieval is hindered by the mechanical operation of the drive. The drive has spinning platters and a read-write head that has to position itself above the area of the platter where the data is stored. All of this mechanical movement takes time and hence delays the data read and write times. Modern day hard drives connect using the modern SATA 3.0 standard of 6 gigabits a second, which roughly translate to 600 megabytes a second, which provides easily for the maximum read and write rates of a modern hard drive, which is around 100 megabytes a second. An SSD is a much more modern storage technology and is also improving. SSDs are solid state drives, meaning there are no internal mechanical moving components. This method of electronic storage and the memory used, NAND flash memory, and how this memory is accessed allows for much higher data read and write speeds. SSDs are generally 5 to 6 times faster than a traditional hard drive for read and write speeds. This SSD performance comes at a cost though. A traditional 1 terabyte hard drive costs around $80. But a 1 terabyte SSD would cost anywhere around $350, which is a premium of about 4 times. Now, the SSD technology has generally improved over the years, and this price should come down, but you do need to consider that price premium when you're choosing between either solid state or hard disk drives. So the existing data access protocol known as SATA 3 is starting to limit the speed that some of the fast SSDs can achieve. To get around this and provide higher speeds for solid state drives, the M2 connector and the NVMe protocol is now used to transfer data much quicker to and from SSDs. The memory on the SSD is largely the same, but the communication protocol used is optimized for the use of SSDs rather than the traditional SATA method, giving yet again improved SSD and drive access speeds. An SSD compatible with NVMe comes at only a 10% price premium to a normal SSD, providing your motherboard offers the M2 connection type. A good quality NVMe SSD will provide a 5 times improvement over a traditional SSD read-write rate and a massive 20 to 25% improvement over existing hard drive speeds. Now, a question we commonly get asked is whether you need both a hard drive and a solid state drive in your computer when you build a computer. Now, you don't need both of these if you're building a computer. You can use just a hard drive, but generally there comes improvements in speed if you choose to run either directly SSDs or more traditionally a combination of both. Our recommendation is that you use your larger hard drive, which is cheaper, to store your less frequently accessed files, which could be movies and larger files that are stored on the computer, and use your faster but smaller SSD to access your most commonly used files on the computer. So traditionally, you'd install your operating system to your SSD, any games that you frequently use, and any other programs as well to make the best use of that space and available speed. This enables you to reach a happy medium essentially between either the large, slower storage and the smaller, faster storage that your system can provide. And lastly here, the DVD read-write drive and CD read-write drive. Now, generally these are becoming less and less common in computers. If you've decided that you want to install your operating system off of USB and download your games via the internet, generally there's not much of a requirement for this, so we see this as optional in some builds. So if you'd like to learn more, jump over to our website at EasyPCBuilder.com, where you can download our monthly updated build guides for gaming PCs of various levels, office PCs and media PCs, and you can also download our Easy PC Builder Master course. Thanks for watching.